Quick question. If you could create one law that everyone in the world would have to follow, what would it be? A universal law.
A universal law.
I think that includes America, Africa,
the world.
I think a universal law, since I'm a pet owner, pet owners shouldn't have to pick up dog poop. That's the most bizarre thing. Think about this: when a raccoon is out, who pick up the raccoon poop? Who pick up a bird poop? Who pick up the motherfucking possum poop?
The landscapers.
Who pick up they poop? Why do I gotta pick up my dog poop? Like, for real. Isn't poop good for the grass? Y'all, you know that, right?
It's supposed to be, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out, why is we picking up dog poop? Who came up with this?
Because if we don't, it'd be a lot of shit around here, man. It'd be a lot.
It's shit around here. Who pick up the stray dog's poop? They running around shitting everywhere.
But you know what's so crazy? You never really see a stray dog poop.
Because they done poop already.
They on the run. You might capture them and hold them hostage.
It's like they know how to hide it.
I don't know, man. I just think, man, picking up dog poop is just...
So that would be your law.
My law. And I just got into it with some guy, you know, no disrespect to white people, but for some reason, they always in our business. When it comes to, for some reason,
business.
White people think, when they see a black man with a dog, for some reason, they think that either you don't know what you're doing or they a better dog lover or a dog parent than you.
Yeah.
So my dog, Zulu, bent down to poop. He actually did poop, though, but he pooped so light, you can't really see it. So the white guy across the street, he say, hey, I see you kind of walked over there. He said, hey, you need a bag? I said, bro, why you watching me, bro? I said, come over here. I said, look, find the poop. I know Zulu pooped a little bit. You can't see it. He looked. I said, that's what you fucking get, bro. Y'all always watching the nigga, bro.
Yeah.
Why is you watching me, bro? Then he got scared and went. About to call 911. But long story short, I said all that to say this, bro. Picking up dog poop. We need to abolish that law.
We need to outlaw that, huh?
Yeah, we need to outlaw that shit. It's stupid.
It's not even a law.
Oh, no, it is a law.
It's a
Well,
law.
if that's a law,
It's
then
not
I broke
it's not a law. I break that all
We need to
day.
fact check that, but it is a law.
It's a law. No,
we
it's a
had
law. It's a law.
We had
law.
a dog
It's
for
in the
about
community
7-8
law.
years before he died. I promise
Oh,
you.
your little dog died?
Yeah, he died in October.
Damn, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he died. Got hit by a car.
Oh, yeah, you did
Right in
tell me
front
that.
of his
Yeah,
driveway.
you did tell me that.
What?
You did tell me
Yeah,
that.
they sent a letter in the mail talking about, association meeting, whatever. I'm like, yeah, speed bumps. So check this out. But for about 7 years,
Damn.
maybe 8 years, if my math is off a little bit, but it's between 7 and 8, I took him out 90% of the time.
I never picked
Not
that shit up.
once did I ever pick up dog
Me
shit.
either. I don't do it.
I vowed I would get the fuck out of here. I'm not doing that. For what?
Helping grow the grass.
It's fertilizer.
Only exception, I can say this. Only little
If
exception.
it's in a concrete.
Only exception. If it's like on the concrete or you living in a condominium, because I lived the condominium life where it's like you have to pick it up. Because it's like he may go right there in a walk path, you know?
Yeah.
But out on the sidewalk in the grass and nature, no way, bro. No way.
How about you, Spider? What's your law?
I think it should be illegal for someone to lie on your name to gain. You know what I'm saying?
Shit, I think that is a law, but people do it. Yeah, it's called it's something with character.
Defaming?
Not
Defamation?
defamation of character.
Defamation of character.
But people don't really follow it, bro. You
Nobody
know.
does.
Because it's
By the way, my baby mama did that, and I got her fucking ass served.
That nigga, he served her on Valentine's Day.
She hit me. Well,
That's the best day.
Yeah, but that was for something else. But she went online saying some crazy shit. My lawyer hit her with the defamation letter, nigga.
yeah.
But all it is saying, if it was true, then she's just speaking her truth. But when it's a lie, you have to stop them
Yeah.
because it's
I agree because it could literally slow down. It could stop a lot of things.
yeah, it can stop it. Yeah,
It put
It
a
could
stain
stop
on
a
you.
lot of things.
Put a stain on you.
So yeah, I think
Go ahead, Spider. You're about to get into it.
It should be unacceptable at a higher level. We shouldn't need a lawyer. You know what I'm saying? It should just be like, yo, this this is a flagrant. Like, it should be able to flagrant.
But how would you govern that? Like, let's use social media for an example, right? Let's say the person's lying about you on social media. How would you govern that? Would the platforms would have to have certain stuff in place? But
I mean,
how would the platform know if it's a lie or not?
If there's no proof of it, did it happen?
So you would have to upload the story before you could say. Wouldn't that kind of kill the whole suspense?
But it don't go like that. This how I go with that. Somebody online talking about you. Sometimes people look for a reason to hate. So you already got haters. So if somebody say something, I knew he wasn't right. I knew it was something with this. And they look for. Yeah. So how do people go believe it anyway? Just because they don't like you.
Facts.
But one thing I don't believe when I see online, anything a woman, I know I don't want to be this, like I don't want to be that guy. But anything, like any woman I see online talking about a man, I never believe it. For some reason I don't. Cause I know women, I know women nature when they get mad. They'll say anything online, boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A woman scoring?
That's real.
Woman.
I'm gonna agree with you on that.
My cousin called me and said he had an argument with his girl and she was in front of her mom and them. She was like, that's why you want coke. He said, what the fuck? I never did coke in my life. But she brought that up in the conversation around, that's why you be on coke. He's like, what this bitch crazy? Women to say anything, bro.
That's real.
Yeah, boy.
Oh, man.
What you got, Liv?
Well, the one thing I would change is like I would like everybody to be equal. Basically, no one in this world would be above no one. There's nobody rich, nobody poor. Everybody will be equal.
Ooh.
So you want true equality?
Because you know why? I would love for one day just to see all the billionaires scramble, knowing that they equal with us.
And they can't rely.
They can't rely on their money. Your money don't mean nothing.
I don't like that, man.
No, but let me tell you why I like it. I'm gonna tell you why I like it. You've never been a billionaire. I've never been a billionaire.
Word.
They've never been where we at. We know where we at. They won't be able to handle it where we at. I would just like to see what they'll do if they get to where we at.
Half of them will find the highest bridge
and kill
and look down.
Because you know what it is? Like, people put so much into money where they forgot they forget, like, there's more to money than anything. I remember when what's his name? The white boy that used to damn, I forgot his name. He used to have a TV show. He was like, man, you know what? I made all this money. I got everything I want. There's only one thing I can't stop. It's death. Besides all the money he had, he was like, man, Larry King.
Okay.
Larry King, before he died, he was like, there's only one thing I can't stop is death. He was like, man, I would trade all of that just to live. I just want to see the billionaires for one day without no money.
That's deep, boy.
Nah, that's deep.
I like that.
Boy.
But you know what? One day that may happen, bro. One day, because in reality, money really don't exist. It's man-made.
Yeah.
So it only take one some type of tragic incident or asteroid to hit this bitch. All the system down. It's not about money no more. The world is in mayhem.
They don't even got to do that. That thing they've been talking about doing. If they hit the everything go blackout.
Yeah.
Where Russia got the thing going on.
They keep saying it's going to be a blackout too.
If they do that, basically, remember, money is just a digital thing.
It's numbers.
It's numbers
in a system.
So once that system is gone, everything is gone.
It's over.
Yeah.
I think it's always going to be levels to hierarchy, though. So, because, like, when it comes to riches, I don't think riches is just, like, financials. It's power as well. So, like, even without the money, certain positions will still be what they are. You feel me? Which is why I don't believe in communism. It's because it's like, just from our nature, from when we're born, like, nepotism is real. Like, you fight for what you earn. You know, some people are born larger, some people are born smaller, faster, slower. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I feel like life is not fair in general. It's not supposed to be fair.
But you'll still lose that power if you don't pay.
That's what I was about to say.
Yeah, like, you have power. You're not paying.
If you focus on the premise of what he brought up, it's more so like most of these people that we equate being powerful, it's more so because of their wealth.
That's it.
Or their finances.
Yeah.
Right?
Or their family name.
Right? Yep. The lineage or the bloodline.
Their legacy.
Yeah. You get what I'm saying? So if you remove the finance aspect of it, most of that power all of that power is gone. You strip them of that power because now we're equal. I no longer need you to provide for me to eat. Exactly. We're on the same level playing field. You follow what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So now this chokehold that you may have me in because I got to get up and go put in these from 9 to 5 clock in, or if I'm a contractor, build this, whatever case may be, I no longer need to do that. Because in this present moment, we're all equal. So if you got $1 billion, I have $1 billion. If I'm broke, you're broke. Depending on however you want to view it based on the spectrum, right? Yeah. So in that moment, you strip them of their power. And that's what more so what Liv was saying, because he wants to see how they would function and operate in our world.
Yeah, because we know how we'll operate.
Yeah.
But how would you operate if everybody was on your level? I mean, really think about this.
Yeah.
Everything you have, another person have. You stay in a nice house, they got nice, same car.
I'm okay with that.
You okay with that?
I'm okay with it.
I'm okay with it too, but I know. But some people have to be over people.
But that's
the insecurity.
So I'm just saying, you okay with that?
Yeah. One thing about me,
all right,
I've never been insecure about nothing in life. When you see a man walking and he see Bless walking, he said, "Damn, Bless got those shoes, but I got one better." That's an insecure person.
Yeah.
You understand me? Because he has to put himself above Bless just to make himself feel good. I've never been like that. It done been time. I'm around all my homeboys. I got the most money, and don't nobody know that.
Yeah.
Because I've never shown nobody that I got the most money.
You look like you got the most money, though.
Nah.
It's an aura, though. It ain't something you talk.
But what I would do, though, like, let's just say, if I'm around niggas with money, I'm going to show my money. Not that I'm gonna show that I got more money than you, but I'm gonna show you that I'm not broke too. Yeah. But if I'm around my boys that don't have no money, I don't bring out my chain. I don't bring out nothing. Yeah. I'm just like them. I'm wearing a white tee just like them. Even if I have $1 million, I'm not gonna come out where I'm the nigga here. Let me tell you a quick story.
I respect that.
Let me tell you a quick story. Let's know this about me. I don't drink. I don't drink at all. I done been going to the club, like us four right here. I'm the only nigga with money. I'm like, okay, what we doing? This is us in a car. I'm like, what we doing? Getting bottles? Okay. Boom. How much the bottle's gonna be there? I give it to him.
Now you keep it that real?
Yeah. I give it to him and be like, look, when we
boy keep it that real?
You order the bottle. I done did it with Chico. I done did it with my boys. I'm telling you.
That's honorable though.
And then what I do when they get in the club, I take the step back and I'm watching them order the bottle, doing what they gotta do. And I'm just sitting back. And even if we
and you get a high off that.
I don't get a high off it. You know what I do? It makes me happy to know that my boys are happy.
Yeah.
That's all it is. I'm just happy to see them happy because that's the moment that you're
a real nigga, bro.
That's the moment that I know they can provide for themselves.
You're a real nigga,
and you
bro.
know another thing I done been in the we done been in the strip clubs. I'm passing out money on the bottom like, look. So they getting ones and throwing it. I'm not finna be in the middle of everybody else. That's not a real man.
Yeah.
I can't do that.
Yeah.
That's
niggas that want to, when you get to the door, want to pull out the bread, I'm paying for it.
I can't do that. That's why I said
bullshit.
It wouldn't matter to me if everybody got the same thing I got.
I done been in that position before too. One of my homeboys or somebody ain't got it. Hey, bro, all right, here. Yeah. Pay for your own way. So when you get to the door, you look like a man. You are a man. You appear as a man.
I'm gonna tell you one thing that happened to me.
Now it's different because I've been in situations where we all got bread.
Yeah.
And I'm the first person in line. I'm like, fuck it, we all getting in. That's different.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Because everybody got paper.
Yeah.
And I'm not the type of nigga that's gonna be like, oh yeah, bottle $2.50. All right, brief 50.
Yeah,
Spider 50.
I've never done
bro.
that.
If it comes to me and I'm able to handle it, bro, we can handle that later. We don't have to do it right now. Here's the $2.50. Let's do what we gotta do.
Yeah.
Like all this patching in front of people, that shit's dumb.
Yeah,
it looks like child's play,
I don't like that.
It's dumb to me.
Let me tell you a little quick story, right? I remember when I came home in 2002. I did 5 years, right? So I came home, and this older dude that we knew, he was always in the club vibing, like hanging out. One night he told me and my brother, like, yo, come out with us, we good. My brother called me, said, yo, buddy, want us to go? I said, I ain't got no money. I'm good. I ain't going out. He like, nah, he said he got us. We get to the door, And that was Mansion when DJ Khaled used to throw his party. So we get to the door. Buddy turned around and said, "Yeah, it's 120 each." And I looked at my brother. I said, "I ain't got no bread." So the nigga turned around and said, "Damn!" In front of everybody, in front of all the women, everybody watching. He's like, "Damn, y'all broke ass niggas ain't got 120?"
Nah, man.
Nah, that nigga would have to see me.
See, the thing is, this is what it is.
Damn, that's foul, bro.
Yeah, but you know what it is? It ain't that I could have made him see me.
Yeah.
But you know what it is? It's my fault. You know why it's my fault?
That hurt me, bro.
You know why it's my fault? I knew my pocket wasn't right. I should never came out. And you know what I mean? So I just looked at it, I like, you know what?
That taught you a lesson right there.
But sometimes it goes back to what we were discussing the other day. You could be loyal to a fault. Remember what you were saying, Spider? Like, you know how you would handle that situation. Although you know most individuals wouldn't handle it that way, whenever you do run across someone that does, you feel kind of relieved because you're like, okay, bet, this person's going to handle it how I handle it. Because the moment you told your brother you ain't got no bread, your brother said, nah, he said he got us. Yeah. So at that moment, you're operating off like, okay, he's finna handle it the way that I would handle it.
Yeah.
That's why you went. So technically, you didn't leave because you felt like, oh, you didn't have no bread. Nah, it's because you operated off the premise like, okay, this nigga's finna handle it like a real man was supposed to because he offered y'all to go out. Y'all already made it clear y'all ain't had no bread. Yeah. So fuck that nigga. That's on him.
Yeah, that's fucked
but
up.
You know, that shit, it kind of stuck with me. I was like, you know what? To this day, I would not leave my house unless I got stacks in my pocket. I'm good. I'm straight. Like, I would never get embarrassed like that again. The thing that made it so bad is that he turned around in front of everybody looking, damn, y'all broke ass niggas got one. I'm like, damn. And you know, I just came home. My first instinct, like, man, I gotta see this nigga. I'm thinking about doing something to him. I'm like, man, I gotta handle this tonight. Yeah. Then I sat in the car. I'm like, me and my brother was talking here. Like, man, fuck that nigga. That. I just let it go, man. And he got deported now anyway. So
yeah, I bet he blowing you up now.
Nah, he can't get $1 from me. I could send him a picture of 120.
If I could change one law, or if I could create one law that would become a universal law, I think mine would probably be centered around fatherhood or just fathers in general. And it's just me thinking of it in the moment. That's what came to me, so I guess I'll speak on it. How the moment the child is born or whenever there's a disagreement between the man and the woman typically gets the nod from the court system or whatever the case may be.
Yeah, I hate that.
I would like to make that universal where it's like, look, regardless what happens, before the baby's born, the moment you conceive this baby, you realize you were pregnant, the man
equal.
has 50%
it's
equal rights to that child. Yeah. Now, unless if he forfeits his right and gives you 100%, he has equal rights. Just think of all the men that we know that couldn't get jobs, license suspended, or whatever the case may be because of not having equal rights. You get what I'm saying? Or just, and this don't apply to the men that don't want to be in their kids' life. This is more so for the ones who want to be in their kids' life. You get what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of dudes that's out there that really want to do right by their kids. And I'm not saying that the mother's holding them back. That's not what this is about. But it's
the mothers do hold them back.
Nah, the mothers do, but sometimes you still got to do what you got to do as a father to find a way to make it work.
But sometimes they close all them doors on you, though.
Yeah, they do.
Nasty,
they close all the doors.
Which is why I'm not aiming so much at the women. I'm aiming more so at the system.
Yeah.
Because the system gives them that privilege to do so. Now, once it's a universal law, who you going to run to? You understand? And now it's going to make a lot of, and I'm going to give you all the bigger, effect that it would have, right? Now it's going to make a lot of people reconsider who they're having kids with.
Yeah.
Because it's no longer just a come up.
Yeah.
Right?
That's real.
And then now, not saying this is everyone's goal or everyone's dream, but we'll also have less kids out of wedlock. When I say wedlock, I'm not operating off the actual term of just being married, but more so not being a couple that's together. Because now you have to factor both sides. I have a baby by this man. He has 50% equal rights no matter what happens. It's no longer 90-10 or 95-5 or 98 and impossible. You get what I'm saying? So now that changes the whole structure.
Yeah.
Of
that
the
child
human
support
race.
Real, boy.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's real.
And it practically eliminates child support. So it's letting you know, like, look, you knew what you were doing. This is the law. So y'all figure it out collectively as a unit.
You know what bothers me? When a chick lay down with a nigga that you know isn't shit, then again you get mad when he don't want to be shit. I don't understand how that worked. You knew he was in shit before you had a baby with him. Now you had a baby with him. You want him to be something.
He don't take care of the kids he have.
He can't be what he can't be. Like that ain't gonna happen. Like there's a lot of women out here going crazy. Like this nigga ain't shit. He ain't taking care of his kids.
But you knew that before.
Why did you go have unprotected sex with him?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm also seeing more like just. I'm seeing more single fathers, active. I feel like fatherhood is at its peak so far, from what I've seen growing up.
It is.
Yeah.
Like I don't know none
bro.
of my homeboys right now that don't take care of their kids and is not active in their life. They painted that to be regular when we was growing up.
Yeah, you're right. I don't know one guy that's not taking care of his kids.
Like our culture's doing good.
Well, I know one. I mean,
But you know what you gotta say too?
I know one. Actually, I know two, but
you gotta also look at it like this. Maybe you just around a good, you just around a good bunch of guys.
And then it's also a lot of women now that not even. There's a lot of women who actually aren't bashing men, but just more so just handling it. You know what I'm saying? And not having to do the 10 reposts a day. You know what I'm saying? They're not having to do that. You feel me? It's more so just, oh, well, I ain't worrying about that nigga. I done heard that like 2-3 times this week. Oh, my baby, I ain't worried about that nigga. Like, I got money. I work. I take care of the kids. I don't know where that nigga. I don't care.
You know what? You want to know how I buck child support?
How?
You want to know the secret for real?
What's the secret?
Let us know, please.
Here go the secret. Remember, in life, whatever you fear, you give power. So my BM hit me because she mad about some shit. She know I'm a good father. And I guess she went down on me. I received the letter, right? I said, oh, shit. How dare the audacity I'm receiving this letter. I take care of my son. So I called. I said, look. I said, if this your decision, think wisely on it. Please. I said, I give you child support, but whatever you get, that's going to be it.
That's what you got to deal with.
I'm not paying, don't call me for no birthdays. Don't call me for Christmas. Don't call me for no holidays. I say it's just money, to be real with you. Money come and go. Like, the most, I kind of calculated, I said I might have to pay about between $1,200 to $1,500 a month. Maybe a little more, probably. I said, okay, I just cut back. Because I'm really expecting a real big bag anyway. That's just money. But I said, I'm going to give you that check every month. That's it. Couple of days later, she called me. She said, I thought about it. I'm going to go down there and counsel. I know! Because I spend way more than that on my son.
Yeah.
You can get your little $1,500 a month. Okay. Do not call me. The youth out here? You buy the cotton candy, motherfucker. You go buy the motherfucking tickets. Don't call me. I give you 15, 16, maybe 2 bands a month.
Figure it out.
But guess what? If I would have, please don't do it. Please don't put me on child support.
She would have did it.
She would have did it. And she still might do it. Then I'm going to hit her with the same lecture. Rethink this. But, I mean, it is what it is, man. But some of these women, bro, they do it out of spite, though.
You know what I read? And I don't know the exact percentage on this, so I want to say it's high. 70-something, perhaps 80-something. Do you know that they say that a single father raising his kids is equivalent to a married household or a household that has
both parents?
Both parents.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Damn.
That's factual.
Yeah,
wow.
I've seen that.
And one thing I've never heard a single father bash the baby mom. For whatever reason, whether they left or whatever, never heard.
We're not like that, bro.
Single fathers.
We don't have that nastiness in us, bro. That's women shit, bro.